Okay, so last week, former Carolina Panthers quarterback Cam Newton was involved in a fight at a 7-on-7 youth football camp in Georgia. It was a pretty disgusting attack on Cam, and while initially many reported it was a bunch of kids attacking him, it turned out to be grown men who were youth football coaches. According to reports, there was a ton of trash talking going on from both sides, which is pretty normal, especially in football. But things got carried away and we all saw what happened. I just want to emphasize that what Cam Newton is doing, he is doing for the kids in his community and is taking hours out of his free time to host these events. It's just truly a shame that this occurred, but the real issue on hand is that this isn't the first time he's been disrespected like that at his own event. There are a ton of clips circulating around social media where Cam's getting disrespected, and this is just a testament that he truly cares about his people because he continues to organize these youth football camps. Anyways, have a listen here to him addressing the brawl that occurred the other day and the backstory behind it all, and at the end, he reveals whether or not he'll continue hosting these camps.
It's important that there's a backstory to this.
Okay. Oh, so it's more to the story.
Yes, than you think. I know and knew exactly who that was.
Okay.
There were former coaches up under my organization, C1N.
Okay.
So we have tenure. There was a lot of different clips that was going on, kids jumping on Cam. These were coaches. These were grown men.
Okay. Former coaches that you were.
Former coaches.
Okay.
Correct. I think it was 2018. When they first came around, TJ came first to the organization, and then Steph came, I think, the following year or the second year.
Yeah.
And anybody who knows me, I use football as my way of giving back to the community, right? From camps to tournaments to many other things. And how they began their involvement to the program is just like anybody else. It's not just Steph and TJ, but it was multiple people, coaches, players who have been involved that I just let them come. It's just like, come be a part.
It's like an open door policy.
It's an open door. I will never tell you not to come type shit. You see what I'm saying? And I think over the years, their roles expanded because they just kept, showing up, and they were impacting the kids, building great relationships. So for example, one of our parents or a parent may call you. It's sad to say, but if we just being honest, a lot of our kids are being raised in single parent households. So our coaches serve as father figures to these kids. Our coaches serve as male positive role models for these kids. A lot of our coaches have been where these players are trying to go.
Correct.
So it's natural for them meaning coaches and staff members, to build real relationships with the players.
Correct.
So yes, they were a part of that program of C1N, and that's where the familiarity
came from.
Okay, I'm just gonna pause it here for a second to address something. Cam talks about how these coaches being the role model for a lot of these young athletes. So what do you think happens in the future after they see clips of coaches attacking him at his own football camp? On top of that, a lot of these incidents from the past where Cam is getting trolled by youngsters, there are also clips of parents even having a go at Cam. I think it's really important as adults to set the right example for the young ones by showing grown-ups, especially a guy like Cam Newton, the respect that he deserves. The man literally took time out of his day, which costs money, and is trying to give back to his community, and this is how you thank him? Attending one of these camps should be an honor, and you should take advantage of the situation and act accordingly.
It's all in the game. Like, verbal communication is what people use to distract, to deter, to get in another person's head, right? And there was a lot of talking on both sides, on all sides. And let's just put it like that. So I don't want to point the finger and say, well, this person said this or that person said that. It's all in the nature of sports.
Okay.
You see what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And am I saying that this is the first time it happened or the last time it will happen? It's just something that it starts with words and it should have ended with words.
Okay.
That's it.
Mm-hmm.
And I think I'm disappointed in myself by letting it escalate to what it did.
Uh-huh.
And that's why I'm apologetic to it. I've seen clips on clips on clips. I've seen, the content that they put out or whatever. The truth of the matter is this. Me being in my position, I should have never put myself in that position.
Mm-hmm.
That's just the truth. Because even then, it's like, that shit could have got ugly. Like, for real. It could have. Everywhere that I go, people talk. People say, yo, why you didn't jump on the fumble? Hey, yo, Von Miller, your daddy. Hey, yo, like, Mac Jones took your job. Hey, yo, Brock Purdy is better than you. Hey, yo, like, you a free agent. That's normal. I'm used to playing in front of 100,000 people and millions watching. And I let one person dictate how I feel? No, I can't do that. But I did that day. Steph, I apologize, TJ. And I see what y'all doing. And I could call it what it was. It was some words that were said, and I think the words triggered them, and it was words that triggered me. So with that, I know what they do for the kids. I know their level of commitment to impacting or using their platform for a positive way in the community. Anybody who takes the time to caters, to be of service to somebody else, my hat goes off to them. And I know what it's like. It's a lot of money. It's a lot of time. It's a lot of energy that goes in. It's a lot of effort that goes into making these kids' lives extremely easy. And I don't want these kids, no matter what team you play for, it doesn't matter what sport you play, it could be AAU basketball, it could be football, to take this opportunity for granted, because there are learning tools that could be had in this situation.
So Cam, I mean, obviously there's been a lot of reports. A lot of people had a lot to say. You know, like Cam should stop. He shouldn't be, doing any more 7-on-7. So my question is, like, are you still going to be committed to 7-on-7 and youth sports?
Absolutely. This is something that I've been doing going on 13, 14 years, and I enjoy this. This is my way of giving back. Why? Because the kids find it amusing and appeasing and wowing to say, man, I played for Cam Newton, or I played with Cam Newton's team, or we played against Cam Newton. But that same energy is reciprocated from me to say, bro, I see so much of me in them. Hungry, desiring to say, like, man, this football can take me a lot of places, just like it took me a lot of places. And being around the kids on the buses, being around the kids at the hotels, the Airbnbs, eating the same food that they eat, just being around, that's what I enjoy more. It's not even the football side of it. It's the, hey, coach, hey, what's the first thing you got, coach? Those conversations. Hey, coach, man, let me talk to you, man. Like, I got a girlfriend, coach. Like, she trying to go to college with me. You know what I'm saying? Like, those are the reasons why I'm involved heavily in this space. Because, like I always tell kids, if you no longer can play this game, make it be because of the Cam Newton way. Somebody think that I cannot play at the level that it's subjective.
Yeah.
It's not doing dumb shit that I did this past week, or it's dumb shit being involved in the things that happened this past week. So that's why I cannot stop, Ped.
Yeah.
I have to give my time, and I have to empower, and I have to reach back and bring somebody along and say, dog, it ain't worth it. And now, more than ever, I can prove to them and show them, like, bro, that's some dumbass shit that I.
Honestly, shout out to Cam Newton. He's taking a lot of ownership here, apologizing for putting himself in that position when he really didn't have to. From the video we all saw, the coaches were the ones who started to get physical with him first, and the fact that Cam held it together and didn't respond back with punches just goes to show you what kind of man he is. I don't know if I would have responded the same as him being in that situation with other grown men attacking me. Cam ain't stupid. He acknowledges all these youngins trolling him and trying to get his attention with a reaction, but every video I've seen of him from these camps, he's handled himself really well. Anyways, at the end of the video, you see Cam saying he's going to continue hosting these events, which I don't know if any person would have an issue with if he didn't. I think he's truly doing all this from a sincere place in his heart and wish that these youngsters really seize the opportunity they have in front of them and stop all this nonsense. This message is also towards the parents and coaches who have to set the right example for the youth. That being said, guys, what did you think about Cam's response and how he handled the situation?